Prime Minister Tariq Rahman directs to take necessary measures to prevent artificial crisis over fuel oil supply, says Chief Whip after meeting of ruling party parliament members. First session of 13th Jatiya Sanshad resumes after Eid vacation, and future development projects to be undertaken with emphasis on rural areas without encouraging corruption, LGRD Minister tells Sanshad. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman makes surprise visit to offices of different ministries at Secretariat. Discussions held on progress of Farmer Card initiative. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman to present sports cards and honor to 129 athletes who achieved international success in 2025 tomorrow. They will be brought under monthly salary scheme. An LPG carrying tanker arrives Sitakundo from Oman Gulf for first time since Iran war began for the first time after beginning of Iran war. 7,000 tons of diesel arriving from India. Decision to introduce GPS tracking system in all public transport across the country to curb irregularities on roads and highways and to bring discipline in transport sector, says Road Transport and Bridges Minister. Tribunal asks to produce Lieutenant General retired Mamun Khalid as shown arrest in case of enforced disappearance and Lieutenant General retired Masood Uddin Chaudhry in July killing case on April 7th. Body of Dilara Hafiz, spouse of Speaker Major retired Hafizuddin Ahmed Bir Bikram, arrives in country from Singapore. First Janaja at South Plaza of Sanshad Bhavan tomorrow at 12 noon. And 22 aspiring migrants died in boat capsized off coast of Greece, most of them Bangladeshi. 21 Bangladeshis rescued alive. Assalamu alaikum, welcoming you to news at 10. I'm Simran Rashid. You've just heard the headlines, now on to the details. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman has directed the authorities to take necessary measures to prevent artificial crisis over fuel oil supply. He gave the directive at a meeting of ruling party members of parliament held at the ruling party's meeting room at Jatiya Sanshad Bhavan today. The meeting was informed that there was no shortage of fuel oil in the country. Discussion on July National Charter was also held at the meeting. Chief Whip of the Jatiya Sanshad Nurul Islam Moni briefed the media after the meeting. The Chief Whip said that Tariq Rahman also directed to take necessary measures to prevent spreading of measles among children in some areas of the country.
হামে কিছু শিশু মারা গেছেন স্টার্ন অ্যাকশনে হয়েছে তাদের বিরুদ্ধে মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রী নির্দেশ দিয়েছেন তাদের বিরুদ্ধে ব্যবস্থা গ্রহণ করার জন্য এবং পরবর্তীতে যেন প্রয়োজনীয় সার্বিক ব্যবস্থা গ্রহণ করা হয় এবং যাতে কোনো শিশু আর মৃত্যুমুখে পতিত না হয় তার জন্য প্রয়োজনীয় ব্যবস্থা গ্রহণ করার জন্য মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রী বলেছেন। একই সাথে তিনি বলেছেন স্বাস্থ্য ব্যবস্থা উন্নয়নের জন্য সমগ্র বাংলাদেশ ঘুরে এবং দুইজন মন্ত্রী তারা সপ্তাহে একদিন বন্ধের দিনে হলেও তারা ঘুরে ঘুরে হসপিটালগুলো দেখবেন এবং প্রয়োজনীয় স্বাস্থ্যসেবা নিশ্চিত করার জন্য দেশের মানুষের যা করা দরকার তাই করবেন। জুলাই সনদ নিয়ে আলোচনা হয়েছে এখানে। জুলাই সনদ নিয়ে আমরা পার্লামেন্টে আলোচনা করব এবং আলোচনা করে জুলাই সনদের ব্যাপারে সিদ্ধান্ত হবে এবং সংবিধান সংশোধন সাপেক্ষে যা হবার ইনশাআল্লাহ তাই হবে। তেলের যে ক্রাইসিস এই মুহূর্তে এবং আমাদের কোনো তেলের সমস্যা নেই এবং তেল পর্যাপ্ত পরিমাণে সাপ্লাই থাকার পরেও একটা মানে কৃত্রিমভাবে এরকম একটা সমস্যা সৃষ্টি করা হচ্ছে, যাতে এইটা না হয় এ ব্যাপারে সকলকে সচেতন হওয়া এবং একটা প্রয়োজনীয় ব্যবস্থা গ্রহণ করার জন্য মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রী আজকে নির্দেশ দিয়েছেন সকলের জন্য।
Local Government, Rural Development and Cooperatives Minister Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir today said in Parliament that the fascist regime had committed massive corruption in the name of development. He said this while replying to a question during the question-answer session in the Parliament today. The minister said it is also unfortunate that the roads and streets in the northern region remained utterly neglected. He assured the House that their government won't patronize such corruption in the future. In reply to another question, the LGRD minister said that the rural roads were not developed so significantly due to widespread corruption and nepotism during the tenure of the previous fascist government. He said many rural roads were still unpaved and the government has already taken initiatives to upgrade these. State Minister for Youth and Sports Muhammad Aminul Haq said that the government would investigate the alleged irregularities involving officials and employees recruited at the Bangladesh Cricket Board BCB during the past 16 years of Awami League regime. Replying to a supplementary question, the State Minister said that a probe committee would be formed soon to examine claims of irregular and politically influenced appointments made since 2008. He alleged that individuals were recruited through partisan considerations and that those would be involved would be identified and exposed before the nation following an investigation. Earlier, the House resumed its sitting with Deputy Speaker Barrister Kaisar Kamal in the chair. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman joined the session. Opposition leader Dr. Muhammad Shafiqur Rahman sought to raise a notice on a July National Charter constitutional reform. Law Minister Muhammad Asad-Zaman and Home Minister Muhammad Salahuddin Ahmed discussed the issue in the Parliament. Later, the Deputy Speaker fixed 31st March to discuss the issue. The House is adjourned till 3:30 in the afternoon tomorrow. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman today made a surprise visit to several ministries at the Bangladesh Secretariat on the first working day of the week. Entering the Secretariat in the morning, the Premier went directly to building number 6 from his car. He then walked through the building and carried out sudden inspections of multiple ministries located there. During the visit, Tariq Rahman inspected the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, the Ministry of Fisheries and Livestock, the Ministry of Housing and Public Works, the Ministry of Power, Energy and Mineral Resources, the Ministry of Women and Children Affairs, and several other ministries. Many in the Secretariat were surprised by the sudden visit of the head of the government. While inspecting, the Prime Minister instructed the concerned authorities to ensure cleanliness in the Secretariat, reduce unnecessary use of lights, and maintain air conditioner temperatures at 25 degrees. Cabinet Secretary Nasimul Ghoni and senior officials from the Prime Minister's office were present during the visit. Besides, a review meeting on the progress of the committee formed to introduce the farmer card was held at the Cabinet Division in the Secretariat with the Prime Minister in the chair. Agriculture Minister Muhammad Aminur Rashid, Prime Minister's Advisor for Agriculture Nojul Islam Khan, Prime Minister's Advisor for Finance and Planning Rashidul Mahmud Titumir, State Minister for Fisheries and Livestock Sultan Salahuddin Tuku, and State Minister for LGRD and Cooperatives Mir Shahi Alum and other concerned senior officials were present at the meeting. Earlier, a meeting of the Opposition Parliamentary Committee was held today at the Jatiya Sanshad Bhavan. The meeting was chaired by Opposition Leader and Amir of Jamaat-e-Islami Bangladesh Dr. Shafiqur Rahman. Detailed discussions were held on the opposition's position and strategy in conducting parliamentary activities. Opposition Chief Whip and NCP convener Nahid Islam and Opposition Whip Maulana Rafiqul Islam Khan and other opposition members of the parliament were participated in the meeting. An atmosphere of joy is prevailing in the country's sports arena as the current government is going to bring talented athletes from various disciplines under a permanent salary structure. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman will inaugurate the sports and card distribution program among the selected ones at 10 tomorrow morning at his office, and he will open award and salary allowance program. This groundbreaking step is to fulfill the long-standing aspirations of the athletes and ensure their professionalism. It will be a milestone in the history of the country's sports. Those who put up their best efforts to raise the nation's red and green flag on the world stage have long been neglected. Financial uncertainty has caused the premature demise of many talents. For the first time, 129 players from 20 different sports disciplines are being brought under monthly salary and benefits. Sports cards and awards are being provided. Since the cricketers are financially a bit well off, in the first phase, players from events like archery, athletics, kabaddi, karate, wushu, gymnastics, volleyball and futsal are coming under the salary structure instead of cricket. Gradually, 500 players from all sports will come under it. Those associated with sports expect that this structure will play a major role in bringing new players from the grassroots level. Many players feel that this initiative of the present government will not only play a role in creating interest among the players, but will also bring economic well-being of their family. Since the war started in the Middle East, no ship has arrived in Bangladesh from the Persian Gulf through the Strait of Hormuz. 2 oil and gas-laden tankers are still stuck in the Persian Gulf. However, a tanker carrying LPG from the Gulf of Oman connected to the Hormuz Strait has reached Sitakundu. According to the shipping agents, since the war began, this is the first LPG-laden tanker that arrived Bangladesh from the war areas of the Middle East. Shipping agent sources informed that the tanker named MT BWEK Bornholm came to Bangladesh carrying 3,800 tons of liquefied petroleum gas (LPG) has arrived from Oman. Meanwhile, pressure has been carried and created in fuel supply as shipped schedule has become uncertain due to war in the Middle East. In this situation, Bangladesh Petroleum Corporation BPC is attaching priority to import diesel through pipeline side-by-side sea route. 7,000 tons of diesel has started arriving from Numaligarh in India last evening. However, 1 to 2 days time would be needed to reach this oil. BPC chairman M. Rizanur Rahman informed that supply through pipeline is continuing. There is no possibility of fuel crisis at present as alternative sources remain active. The government has decided to introduce a global positioning system (GPS) to regulate public transport. Through this system, measures will be taken by identifying bus speed, fitness and all types of flaws. Road Transport and Bridges Minister Sheikh Rubiul Alam said this. He said this while speaking to the media after a meeting on road safety at the Secretariat in the afternoon. Mentioning that 170 people lost their lives across the country during the Eid travel period, he said that except for a few unfortunate incidents, the Eid journey was relatively comfortable. However, action has been taken against those whose negligence was found behind these incidents. He also said that decisions have been made to remove bus counters from the sides of highways and to ensure that all passengers are disembarked before buses are boarded onto ferries. The International Crimes Tribunal has ordered former Director General of the Directorate General of Forces Intelligence, Lieutenant General Sheikh Mamun Khalid, and former Lieutenant General Masood Uddin Chaudhry, who was a widely discussed army officer during the 111 period, to appear on April 7th. The 3-member International Crimes Tribunal 2, led by Justice Nojul Islam Chaudhry, issued this order on Sunday. Earlier in the morning, the prosecution applied to show Mamun Khalid arrested on a case of enforced disappearance and Masood Uddin in a case of killing in July under charges of crimes against humanity at the International Crimes Tribunal 2. The 2 recently arrested officers were detained by the detective branch of the Dhaka Metropolitan Police in separate cases related to human trafficking and killings during the anti-administration discrimination movement. Newly appointed Attorney General Ruhul Quddus Kajol said that he will work to ensure justice for the people of the country. After being appointed as the 18th Attorney General of the country, he told this to the journalists in his immediate reaction on his first working day. The new Attorney General also expressed his commitment to work with honesty and dedication, free from political influence. Emphasizing the importance of maintaining professional responsibility so that no false or misleading information is spread, Ruhul Quddus Kajol said that he will provide all kinds of cooperation to media professionals from his side. The body of late Dilara Hafiz, spouse of Speaker Hafizuddin Ahmed Bir Bikram, was arrived in the country from Singapore. Her body was received by family members when it was arrived at Hajjat Shahjalal International Airport this evening on a Biman Bangladesh flight. The first Janaza of Dilara Hafiz will be held tomorrow at 12 noon at South Plaza of Jatiyo সংসদ Bhavan. The second Janaza of her will be held at Central Mosque of Cantonment. Later, Dilara Hafiz will be buried at Bonani Military Graveyard. Now, international news.